tummy. Hi. Hello all and welcome to Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with our Saturday mornings live. Are we on time? We are, just maybe a minute late. No reason, we're just a minute late. Waiting for those to get on. Now, this morning's weather is disgusting, guys. It is like icy cold out there. I couldn't see past the front door with all the fog. So it's possible our locals are not going to be on for a little while because they're probably all still snug in bed. I know it's late, but I wouldn't blame them today if they were snug in bed. It's disgustingly cold out there. Icy cold. I can't feel it because we've had the heater blaring full blast since early this morning because I'm always up early. And so I can't feel it as much. Still waiting for anyone to get on. I might have to call it a short. Short. I'm in a short live. Oh no, here we go. People getting on now. I decided to do some crochet while I was waiting. And good morning, Anne. So lucky you're not here in Melbourne this morning. It's disgustingly freezing cold. Fog everywhere, although it has cleared up a little bit now. Hello, Anne. Lovely to have you here. You're the first one in. Oh, don't forget, guys, to pop your live chat on and not your top chat. Get your live chat or all chat so you can see everybody's chat. Good morning, and oh, did I do too many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, got a little bit crochet happy and did too many squares. I mean, too many clusters in my square. Excuse me, Mary. We're doing squares. It's a little chilly there, is it? It's freezing here, and I went outside to give the cat her breakfast this morning, and there you just couldn't even see the cat. There was just fog everywhere. Poor little thing. And she don't like coming in anyway, so she doesn't stay down around. Oh, it's getting dark there. Maybe because I'm getting too close. She doesn't stay around us very much. She just wants to be fed and left alone. She's an old girl, Yeah, so it was nasty cold this morning. Linda, hello. Linda, are you new here, honey? Oh, I can't remember your name. I remember Linda. We've had a few Lindas on, but your last name does not ring a bell. Oh, welcome. If you've been here before, I do apologise. But if you're new, yay! We like the newbies, we like the regulars, and we like even the oldies. We won't talk about us oldies. I've been here forever. Oh, wait, I run the place. I have to be here. I hope everyone is well. 1, 2, 3. I need to count that first section. The rest is easy. I don't need to count. Beautiful green butterfly. Hello. Welcome. And to those of you just coming in now, welcome everyone. A good morning. A very, very chilly morning. I'm assuming all over Australia must be chilly. If Queensland is chilly, then there's something wrong with Australia because we've got some Queenslanders in and they're cold. What a time, says Green already. Hi, Green. I hope you are well. Oh, Green, speaking of green, I'm doing green. Cheers. Linda says, temperature next week is going to be around 101 with the humidity here in Lancaster, Ohio. Ohio. Let me talk to you about Ohio in a minute. Temperature is not Celsius. Okay, we don't know that kind. We work with Celsius. So if we've got a couple of Google addicts here, you can Google that for me. 101 Fahrenheit to Celsius. I'm assuming you work in Fahrenheit. But there you go. Hello, Carmen. Lovely to have you here. Now, we've had a change of plans this week. My apologies for not getting the Hexagon cardigan out, part 2. But that is coming out on Tuesday. The only reason is, that recording time now with the neighbours. You're not going to believe it. We had the neighbours on this side building, yeah. The neighbours on the other side decided to get a fella with the blower. I don't know if you know what a blower is, just blows leaves around. I don't know if that's what it's called in other countries. Gets on top of his neighbour's roof to blow out all the gunk from the gutters, right? And he's up there, and all you can hear in my recording is, hello all and welcome to... That's all you can hear. And I thought, I'll do the voiceover. And then I thought, you know what? I can't even do that now because I've already cut ends and done things. So I am playing around with the Hexi cardigan. Give me a moment or two. So by Tuesday, I'll have it sorted out. The way I'm going to do it is not do a voiceover. I'm actually going to literally re-record what I've recorded just verbally. I suppose that is a voiceover, but literally almost word from word. So I wanted it to sound real. I don't want it to sound fake because it's not really fake. You're just recording over what you've recorded. It's just that it doesn't kind of always doesn't match up, especially when you're counting. You might find a lot of it will have a bit of music in the background, but a lot of it you already know. It's just like granny clusters. You already know that by now, especially if you've already done your, I don't know how many rows I said, 10, 20, 30, depending on your size. If you've already done the part one, this part's, it's not easier because you've got to use measurement, which annoyed me because I talked about measurement. So I'm going to have to cut that measurement part down, which like it's probably not a bad thing because sometimes I over talk it. For those of you who know me, but it might be easier for me to actually cut it down anyways. It kind of worked well, but I tell you what, I had daggers for him. He was still on the roof. I went out to check the mail and went, "You are going to clean this mess up, aren't you? Because all the stuff went in our front yard." And I went, "What?" It's only because our houses are so close. And that's what happens when you live in units. They're not really houses, they're units. So if there's a little noise next door, everybody knows about it. If someone hiccups, you know. When someone sneezes, you shout out, "Bless you," because you can hear them sneezing. You know, you can hear everything, right? So, which is pretty scary because they can hear what goes on in your house too. Imagine them hearing me after I've heard a noise and I'm recording and all they hear is naughty, naughty, bad words. Bad words, bad words. Not me, I don't say the bad words, must be somebody else. Hi, Carmen. Did I say hello, Daphne? Hello, Daphne. Lovely to have you here. It is a blower. Thanks, Carmen. Hi, Elaine. So, yes, yours truly. I tell you what, I'm this close to selling up and moving out. Because everyone in the area, look, I'm glad they all look after their houses. I'm really pleased for them. So pleased. But couldn't they do it on another day? Don't these people work? How terrible am I? Hi, Middle. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. Okay, let's talk again. Once again, Hexagon cardigan was interrupted by the man with the blower on the roof. Don't you love it? The stuff that goes on in our area. I'm assuming everybody else has these problems. But I suppose when you live in a smaller area where everybody's so tight that when you go to take your car out the driveway, you got to be careful not to hit your neighbours' cars because they're all so close. Everybody's all packed in and you couldn't be claustrophobic in that area. Is that the word? That's the word. You couldn't be. I used to be. Not anymore. Oh, I manage my claustrophobia. You know how I managed my claustrophobia? Someone locked me in at work one day when I was in my early 20s, which was only a few months back. And I couldn't get out because it was locked from the outside in. And all I could think of is I'm going to set off the fire alarm. This is a big building too. All I could think of is I'm going to set off the fire alarm and I'm going to have 20,000 firemen out the front. So I rang the boss and I rang and I left messages and eventually someone came after half an hour, but I was panicking because I couldn't get out. That was in my 20s. Everybody's laughing at me because there's an exit door. There's a special, like a fire exit, really. So you can never get trapped. But I didn't know. And the boss is telling me, you know, this is where you need to go to the fire exit. I can't even find myself in the backyard. He wants me to walk around a building with a hidden fire exit. I don't think so. Anyway, I did. I walked around and around in circles. I couldn't find it. And I found it just as he was rolling up. He was coming in through the exit and I was going out. It was hilarious. Half an hour. That was an old story. I'm going to come back to haunt me there. All right. We're still at 24,008. I know it's taking a while, isn't it, Middle, this one? It's taking a long time. Not sure how long I'll be on. Okay, you stick around till you can, Middle. We love you. We're not doing live antics today, guys. I'll talk about that in a minute. Hi, Fluffy. Lovely to have you here. Did you figure out C2C? Oh, yeah. What a time, says Green. Cheers, everyone. You were going to do that today, were you, Middle? Well, good luck. Hang on. But the heat in my apartment made me sick. Oh, no, that's no good. Oh, gosh. Oh, you don't want that. No, you don't want that. Cool down. Have nice cool drinks. And cool yourself down. She wants to cool herself down and we want to heat ourselves up. Don't you love this world? It doesn't matter which side the world is. One of us is complaining about the weather. The world is here for now. In a few minutes' time, it'll be there, and they'll be complaining about it. And then it'll be there, and they'll be, and we'll all just have our moments of complaining, yeah? All right. I do have some good news, though. I have some good news about this vest. All right. Now, the reason I spent a lot of time working on the vest than I did the Hexagon cardigan, even though the Hexagon cardigan part 2 is complete, there will be a part 3. Yeah, heads up there. But I had spent a lot of time on this vest. It is the final part is complete. What? Just needs to be re-edited and then re-edited. I've got to rewatch it and then just add a bit of music if I do, and then just pop it up. And that's why on Monday I'm going to sit down and complete all the fix the mistakes in it. There's about 2 or 3 mistakes. They're not big, they're small mistakes, but it makes a difference when you're looking up at the screen, because I did a typo on the screen. That's all I did. So your measurements for that particular measurement, which I believe is 2 extra large, I think, from memory. I can't remember now, but it's all written down. Your measurement will be wrong. So I'm going to go in there and add it, pop it on the community board post, add it on each video so you know which video. I think it's 1, 2, and 3. I could be wrong. I'm trying to use my memory now. I should have written it down. I left it in here. And those mistakes will be corrected there in those videos. But also, I will leave a comment in the comment section saying, please see corrections to such and such a size in the description box, because it doesn't show on the video about the corrections. Okay, so that will all be fixed on Monday, and at the same time I'll be uploading part 7, final part. I cannot believe how long this vest took. All the problems with one little mistake, doing some flooring in this room, popping it in a tub and putting the tub in a spot where it never should have gone. Ended up in a shed at the back. Lucky we didn't get moths in it. I'm so glad. Imagine if there were moths in it. I would have been so angry. It wasn't in there long enough to get that anyways. We did the floor, had the flooring done within 3 or 4 days. We had it done within the same day, but we didn't bring any tubs back in here until around the 3rd day. I just didn't want too much. It wouldn't have done any damage, because they said you can wait an hour and then fill up the room again, like I did. No, I waited 3 days. I was so paranoid. And then I filled the boxes up in the room. And it took me so long to do that. So when we were starting the flooring, I was taking my time boxing things, labeling. I was so pedantic. But then we had someone come in and help us. And that wasn't expected. He just decided to help us at the last minute. So he came in and says, come on, Mary, I need this, 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 and this. Let's go. We're going to empty this room. And I went, oh, okay. So I chucked everything in boxes, said, don't put those out. That's out in the back. Don't put them. I need them in the house. No worries. He said, we've got it under control. They piled everything up at the front door one by one. They were just passing boxes to each other. And I don't know where they all went. And I thought, oh, don't worry, I'll find them on Monday. And I didn't. I tried everything. And I didn't think to look in that other shed. Don't you love it? Because I wouldn't have expected that other shed. It's a shed that we don't use. It's a shed that was used years ago to put something really old and ratty. It's a small shed. And I don't even think we've touched it. I think there's like, a whole family of spiders living in there. They're having parties every night, functions. They've had a whole marriage and children and everything. Just a bit silly. But we never touched that shed. Well, I've never gone in it. I go in the garage. I go everywhere else, in the laundries and places like that, where things are kept. But I never think to go into that shed, because no one's got in there for years. But that weekend, because they couldn't find room anywhere, with someone who's got all these tubs, I don't know who it is, and they put it all in that shed, and that was the end of it. So that'll teach me. Because I said, don't come and help us put it back. I'll do it nice and slowly. There's no rush, I said. I should have got them to do it. But anyway, they would have told me it was in the shed. But anyway, never mind. All right. So I've missed all the chat, as you do. And we'll talk about everything else in a minute. Yeah, I've been on a liquid diet this evening. Good idea. Cool yourself down or heat yourself up, whichever you're feeling. Yeah, hope you feel better very soon. Looks like I may be here for a whole live tonight. Oh, here's exciting. My niece is at a little annual thing and doesn't know when she'll be back. That's nice, Middle. It's lovely to have you here for a whole live. And I'm, fingers crossed, hope to be at your live tomorrow morning as well. if I remember. I'll set an alarm clock because what I do is I'm working in the morning. I work on my own personal things. Sunday mornings, I work on my own personal things and I sit there nice and quiet. Nobody's awake. It's just me. It's really nice. And so I lap up that moment of quietness, which is probably about an hour or 2 hours in the morning, first thing, because I don't get that time on the weekends. Everybody's so noisy. People are coming and going in this house during the weekend. I don't know how things run. People just come and go and go and come, yeah. And so I usually on Sunday morning I sit quietly and take advantage of that time. Am I doing this right? Yes. Take advantage of that time, and then I forget. So I'm going to set a clock. I'm going to set an alarm saying middle's live, so I don't forget. Sometimes I have functions on, but not tomorrow. I should be all right for tomorrow, or maybe not. There is a festival happening. We'll see. I might be in for about an hour. Or half an hour. You will see tomorrow, yes. All right, so 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's talk about what's happening. What happened this week, firstly? We did what did we do this week? Does anybody know? We did, don't you love it, the necklace, and we completed part 6 of the vest. For those of you who are doing the vest, I know there's not a lot of people doing the vest. That's okay, especially since a lot of people knew that there was an error in one of the sizes. I can confirm it was 2 extra large. You want to hear the worst part about it? The 2 extra large was the size I was making. All the other ones are correct. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? All right. So we'll see. I'll do the corrections on Monday, and then I will let everyone know that they're complete. So you can go back and restart the vest if you want. Yeah. And we also were supposed to do the Hexi cardigan. Blower man, that didn't happen. And Friday I thought I'll upload the vest because part 6 and 7 was one part, but it was 2 hours and 15 minutes. What? No way. So I cut it in half, uploaded the 1 hour. It was already semi-edited. When I say semi-edited, there was a middle bit that wasn't edited. I edited the beginning and the end. I don't know why, but there was a whole section in the middle that wasn't edited. So I cut out all of what I thought would be about an hour's worth, which is so far part 7's down to 1 hour and 10 minutes, but I haven't edited half of it. Well, I have, but there's bits of it that can be cut out, and then there's bits of it that can be shortened during the fast forward. I haven't done the fast forward parts where I say, okay, head off on your own and I'll meet you at the end of this row. It's going to pop this on fast. Usually I say that. And I know that'll cut down minutes. By the time it gets to the end, I'll probably be down by 7 or 8 minutes. So I believe it'll be probably just under an hour, that video, which is good because it's the final one, yeah? Anyway, so that's that. So I uploaded that part of the vest on yesterday. Yesterday? Was it? Might have been Thursday. I can't remember. It was, no, it was actually, yes, it might have been, doesn't matter. That went up. I can't remember. Every day is the same for me, yeah? So we got the necklace up and the vest up. The Hexagon cardigan, we'll talk about that in a minute. But on Monday, you're getting part 7, final part of the vest, and all the corrections done on Monday. Not doing any pattern writing. I'm just focusing on that vest. It's going Monday, okay? And it will go Monday because I don't need to re-record anything or record over it. That was recorded such a long time ago. So that's definitely going up Monday. If I don't have any issues with connection, it'll go up Monday, right? Otherwise, it'll go up early Tuesday morning. But on Tuesday, since I've already started recording and literally probably finished, I can't remember if I said, because what I do, some of my recordings, I do it daily, but I can't remember if I did the final part. But the middle crochet bit's finished, right? Just that final part telling you what you do next. And then meet me at a certain time, that sort of thing. I'm sure I haven't done that yet. But over recording is what I have to do with that video because of the blower, the man with the blower. So I'm doing well this year. One with the building of the house and this guy with the blower. And Thursday, we are starting our Granny Square. Whoops. And I should have put a stitch marker in because I will now because it's come undone. Our Granny Square, let's turn it around because that's the right side. And I'll talk about that during the tutorial. Our Granny Square scarf. Now, I've decided this is too many rounds for starters. I've decided to do, oh, that's all right. We can take that undone during the live, can't we? What? Look at that. I've decided to do 8 rounds and then 2 rounds of the border. because the border itself, I know a lot of people don't do this, but I do. I do the border where I come across and I carry over to the stitch of the next square. And it's okay. It works nicely when you're doing join as you go. Let me go back a bit because we're getting a bit dark there. But I find it doesn't lock it properly. So I do a second border when I'm doing these particular joins, like the join as you go joins, right? So I'm going to be doing 2 rounds anyway, which will make up to be 20 centimeters for the whole scarf, like that. So this is actually the size of the whole scarf, right? But I'm taking off 2 rounds, so it's okay that this is coming undone. Taking off 2 rounds, and I'll be doing 8 rounds. So heads up for those of you who already know how to crochet and figure, she's going to do the square where she turns, goes back the other way. I'm going to start. A lot of people do that. It's okay. I'll be hurt when you don't watch the video. I'll probably sit in the corner, suck my thumb and cry, rock from... No, I won't. But to let you know, it's going to be 8 rounds. We're doing one way, we're slip stitching. No, we're chaining one, turning, slip stitching back into the corner, and then doing the other way. I'm giving way too much away here. So we will be doing 8 rounds of this piece. And in between each round will be not each round, each square will be the dark color. So you'll have 2 rounds in between, only because one will be on the one square and then one will be on the other square. Here we go. There's the other square. I've been working very hard for this one. One, you'll have the square here, then you'll have the border round on that, and then you'll attach a border round on that. We are doing a join with the crochet hook. Which one are we going to do? I haven't decided yet, so you'll have to watch that one. You'll have to watch that one. Now, I don't like tassels and things on my scarf, but I'm happy to show tassels if anyone's interested in tassels. Happy to show them as well, but I really don't take well, then we won't talk about why. We'll talk about it. Now I've lost all the chat. Well, excuse me. Here we go. Megan. Hi, Megan. You're so late. We haven't missed too much, Megan. But lovely to have you here, hun. Everyone's talking. Annual, yes. Middle saying that. She'll be back. Okay. I hope to do the C2C dishcloth before Father's Day done tomorrow. Hopefully you feel a lot better tomorrow too. I will see you tomorrow, Middle. Yes, we'll speak tomorrow. Okay, everyone's chatting. Middle's doing a lot of chatting. Maybe we're making you feel better by oh, how many rows have I taken and done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I've only taken 1 row. Excuse me, Mary. Geez, I'm slow. I'm very slow, aren't I? Well, not when I'm distracted. I'm even slower. And I do want to grab a stitch marker. I don't know why I brought my stitch markers in with me today. This is really odd. That will remind me to stop. Now you're taking things undone and you just keep taking and you realize you've taken 2 rows too many. That will remind me when I get to that corner to stop taking undone. And Green says, water time. Cheers, everyone. All right, Megan, what you missed out on? Not much. Just we talked about what we did this week. We did our necklace and we did our vest this week. Part 6 of the vest. Part 7 is coming on Monday, which is the final part of the vest. It took like 100 years and all of the corrections will be added on Monday as well. One day we may just redo the vest really where there's no errors and things. One day we might redo it. Not now because I'm all vested out. We are going to be doing a stash busting vest very soon. Now I'm going to be talking to someone who asked for the stash busting vest one day. And she said, when are we going to do it? And I wasn't sure if she said stash busting vest or stash busting sweater. Now I haven't spoken to her for a while and I would like to have a chat with her because I'm going to do what she wants us to do just for fun. What? And I do that sometimes. I grab one of our subscribers and I say, right, you suggested this to me one day. I never did it. I would love to do it. What do you want to see? Now, that's not something I do on a regular basis. I've only ever done this twice before in the whole 7 years, and I want to do it one more time. What have I done it on? Well, I'm not going to tell you because some of it's private and they don't want me to tell you. But this particular lady might say yes. Sure, tell them. Maybe not. But I will ask her. We were talking once about making a stash busting vest with the leftover yarn from our temperature blanket. I keep forgetting. Don't you love it? And I said, sure, we'll do a vest. Or was it a sweater? I couldn't remember what she said. And we never did it. So I'm going to go back and ask her, what did we say? Did we say sweater or did we say vest? Personally, I'm happy to wear vests because I love my vests. But it's sweater weather here in Melbourne too. So making a sweater would be just as good, which that's okay. Now, I've missed all the chat. Karen, hi Karen, lovely to have you here. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. It's lovely. We love it. So there you go, guys. This will be our granny square before we continue. Monday, the vest. Tuesday, the hexagon cardigan with all the corrections because, well, not the corrections, the voiceover because of the issues I'm having here. Thursday, we will have this granny square scarf part 1 because I could never get 8 squares done by Thursday when I'm doing all this other stuff. So it'll be part 1. I might, you never know, but I'm not going to promise anything. We're just going to put down part 1. On Friday, we are getting the next part also of our jacket. Keep that in mind. It will be more of an information part. There will be some crochet, but very minimal crochet. It will be information part that you will need to know for your jacket. It's a very important part. I'm thinking it's the middle of the year. I should be doing this in 2 more parts time, but I'm going to do it now because we're running late and I'm a little bit behind on the tutorials for the jacket. So I'm going to give you that information first, which is really a good idea. Okay. And that will get you going so that you can catch up with the middle of the year, which we should be at. And I will eventually catch up. I believe it's part 5. Don't get me wrong on whether it's more, but I think it's part 5. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so that will be on Friday. Lots of information in that one. I don't even know if I'll do it here. I think I'll do it at the actual table, the workstation, and then we can work it out from there. It's possible I can do it like that. We'll see. I'll let you know. Everyone's saying hello. If I can get the 3 projects done that I want to get done, I hope to start the Hexi cardigan. I don't have the yarn yet for 2 projects, and 1 project is stored because Mary is such a naughty girl. Oh, Middle, did you call me naughty? I just threw you under the bus there, Middle. She's saying, well, I didn't say anything. I haven't got back to you. I can't even remember the question. Don't tell me live because I won't be able to work it out. I'd have to go and have a look at the pattern. There's no way I'd be able to remember any of it. So much has happened since that blanket, Middle. I can't tell you what happened. I'd have to physically look at the pattern. And I think you mentioned something about a stitch count. One's 85, 86 or something. But don't quote me on it. I won't be able to tell you live. I'd have to physically look at the pattern and count each stitch to let you know what happened. All right. So I will do that. It's coming. Just bear with me. But you can start other things if you want. Don't wait around for me. Hello from Posh from Do It Yourself Patterns. Well, Posh. Hello, Posh. I love your name. It's lovely. Welcome. You sound very new to our channel, and welcome. Why not? We love the newbies, we love the regulars, and we love the real old ones like me. I'm so naughty. All right, so the rest of the week, as you know, will be very interesting. Very busy week. There'll be no pattern writing for me this week because I want to get rid of, that sounds terrible. Finish up this vest that we're wearing on Monday. Finish the Hexi part 2 on Tuesday. Start this granny square scarf on Thursday. And give you some more information about the jacket on Friday with some crochet. Not a lot, but some. All right. Now, for those of you who don't know, both Anne McSee and Green Butterfly are on our live at the moment. They chose the colour combinations for our I can't get it out now. Our very next large scrap busting project, and they chose the blue, the white or cream. That's actually a cream. The green. Give me a second. That pink. And this gorgeous, likey watermelon-y colour. I love this one. These were the colours they chose. Anne McSee chose the large square, which is great. Now, I will show you this square, but I'll also show you what you can do if you have many different colors per round. So you won't just get this granny square tutorial for part 1. You'll get this one, and you'll get an image, and I'll show you how to change colors so that you can do it as well with your colors if you can't do the full ones like this. And I'll show you how to do it in different colors as well. This giving you the option, if you didn't make it the same as ours and wanted to make it the other way with one color per round, then it gives you the option to do that. So you will see a granny square with mixed colors, all right? And you'll also see a granny square with one color, and then the second color, every second color will be the same color, and in between you'll have different colors. So you'll get to see things like that on the tutorial. You won't just see this granny square. So keep that in mind when you are doing our scarf. If you don't have the yarn that I have, where you can make one square and you only have enough for 2 or 3 grams, which is one round, then you can still do this scarf, because you will see, oh, don't put that away, I'm doing that now. You will see different ways where you can actually have your scarf made. Oh, that's so exciting, so exciting. All right, so that's that. Just keep in mind, though, that's our very first large stash busting project. Including with that will be the beanie, the matching beanie. So what I've done was I decided this is not a good week to do live antics today. I was going to do live antics next Saturday, but if next Saturday is the 23rd of June, I'm unavailable to do a live at all. I will let you know closer to the day. I have plans that I can't cancel. So definitely Wednesday's live will go ahead. On Wednesday, I will let you guys know if I'm doing a Saturday live next week. If I'm doing it next week, we'll do live antics like normal. If I'm not doing it next week, we'll just have to hold the live antics over for a couple of weeks, which is okay because we have big projects we need to finish. So I'm going to have to hold, and we do that. When we do large projects, we do tend to hold live antics over a little bit because I can't keep up with making another project whilst we are doing the big projects. So there you go. And the big projects are nearly finished. The vest will be finished this week. The Hexagon cardigan will be a part 2. The jacket, that's a monthly thing. That happens once a month. So you're going to see a tutorial once a month. So if we got real desperate, we could miss the jacket this week, but I would rather get that next stage in for you so you guys can head off on your own and keep going until we get to the next part. All right. So everyone's saying hello to Posh. That's very nice. And she's responding. That's lovely. I'm at hairdressers next week. Well, I'm pretty sure if the 23rd of June is next Saturday, then I'm unavailable that day. But I'm not going to talk about what's happening on the day. But is it Monday for you? Oh, is it Monday or is it Sunday? Oh, hello, Franca. I'm thinking she just responded. Didn't even know she was on. Hi, Franca. Lovely to have you here, darling. I will let everyone know on Wednesday. Oh, 22nd of June is a Saturday. Oh, leave it with me. It means that if the 22nd is a Saturday, I could be here and everything will be fine. But I will let everyone know. Thank you, Franca. Thank you, Fluffy. Lovely to have you here, Franca. I'm starting my 2-week staycation next week, says Middle. Oh, that's nice. You're going to relax. Well, I'll make sure I have that information ready for you so you can continue your blanket. You know what? Let me write it down because this is what happens. I forget, Middle. Once I start working, I forget. So I'm going to write it. Let's write it in red. Respond to Middle. I wrote repond. Repond to Middle. There's no S. Respond to Middle. And I have a few other emails I need to respond to as well. Excuse me. A few messages about certain projects that we have made on the channel that I need to respond to. So there you go. And I'll put one of those little, I don't know, not hashes. What do you call them? They're like star things, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that kind of thing. Star things. And I put that next to it to remind me that that's an urgent one because you messaged me a long time ago and I have not responded. I do apologize, Middle. You You can smack me. I won't cry much. I might, you know, sit in the corner and cry like a little baby. All right. So quick heads up, and this you don't have to do, but when we do our square on the tutorial, I don't know whether I'll be able to fit it in, but to be fair, I will be washing and blocking my squares before I join them. This is just a heads up to let you know you don't have to do it. A lot of people tell me off. I've never washed and blocked. That's fine. If you don't want to wash and block, by all means, you don't have to. I'm very pedantic about my crochet. I wash and block everything, and I mean everything. Our blanket here. Have you seen our blanket? For those of you who are joining us new and haven't seen our blanket, check it out. This was our mystery blanket, which we still haven't named. I've got to put a name to it, yeah? We did this mystery blanket on the channel. It was supposed to have been started March last year. We only did it this year. Don't you love it? We did that this year on the channel. We used a very interesting new join I've never used on the channel. Have used it many times before. The reason I've never used it on the channel, it's a little difficult for me to record whilst using that join. It's a really awkward join, and I need to actually have the join on the table while I'm working. And so I found the recording of it a little bit difficult, but it worked. And we also have the very unusual border round, yeah? But I also, after all of that, I did the easy join on a small patch and an easy border round. For those of you who were having trouble with the difficult stitching, they could have done the easy part. But making the squares basic, if you are new to crochet, you can do them. Well, you need to know, obviously, your normal stitches like your single, your half doubles, your doubles. Oh, I think there was half treble in there somewhere, maybe a treble. I can't remember now. Such a long time ago. A long, long time ago. Isn't that a song? Okay. Cherry B. Hi, Cherry B. Did I say hello? Hello. Hello, everyone. I woke up and noticed you're live. Franca, it's lovely to have you on. You know, you are always so much fun when you come on. We always have a lot of fun with you, darling. Cheers, everyone. I do need a drink. All right. So that's our week for the week. It's a very busy week, but there'll be no pattern writing for me. Don't you love it? She's putting a ban on pattern writing so that she can get on with clearing out all these large projects. The best part is the week after, we will be clear of most of them. Hexie will probably be done. The scarf will be done because it's not that much, the scarf. The squares you can make in front of a TV. Once you know how to make one, you can just do the rest while watching your favorite show. If you're new to crochet, don't do that because that, you know, you might need to really look at it. Even now I'm looking at it while I'm speaking to you, just not all of it. Like I can do the whole stitch without looking at it. I've just done 2 there without looking at it. But I just occasionally look down because sometimes the yarn splits. It doesn't always. Sometimes it splits. So you want to make sure, like I just did right there. Check that out. I just pulled that thread right there. Don't you love it? She doesn't need to tell you when she makes mistakes, but she does anyway, because I don't know if you noticed this, but I think I'm real, like I'm human. I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm human. Let's have water time with Green. Thanks, Green. There you go. I messaged Mary 2 questions a couple of weeks ago, and I'm patiently waiting for the answers. Yes, you did. A middle did. Okay. What was the question? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Did I miss a question as well? Or is it just middle making conversation? Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude or anything. Oh, no, I don't think you're rude, Posh. Oh, gosh, no. With a name like Posh, you could never be rude. You could never be rude. That blanket, all the stitches, but I have been having issues and it's driving me insane. I have no idea why. What issues are you having, Franca? Send me a photo and then we'll talk about it and we'll have a chat. Mary, we are all AI. Oh, apparently, yes, apparently. No, I'm new. I'm real. You can tell I'm real because I tell you when I make mistakes. The fake ones can't do that. I PM'd you 2 weeks ago, Mary. Just to clarify, is it been 2 weeks? I'm so sorry, Middle. So sorry. You are all sweet. Glad I joined. We have a lot of fun here, Posh. Sometimes we have naughty people. You know what we do with those naughty? They're not really naughty. They actually make me laugh. We pop them in the naughty corner with all the good yarn. That's all the fancy yarn. I don't touch that yarn. I don't even know why I buy it if I'm never going to touch it. I will. And actually, no, I do. When it came to Tom from Tandy, we made a sweater. It was called the Trebbleberry Boxy Jumper. Is that right? Trebbleberry Boxy Jumper. Yes, we made that a couple of years ago with the good yarn. That's fancy stuff. That's made from the Polworth sheep, which is a gorgeous sheep. I don't know if you know about them. They are just so gorgeously soft, and I don't break out in a rash with them. So I'm really happy. Yes, we got that. Well, 2 questions in the past month. Oh, what's the second question? I've passed. Haven't we answered all the questions except that one with the blanket? Is that the only one? I'm sure I've answered everything else, yeah? I'm sure we worked out the other one. The only thing, I nearly put it in the wrong spot. The only thing I haven't answered was the one with the blanket. And I think I know what you mean. It can come across as making that extra stitch. So I'm trying not to use memory, so please don't quote me on it. I will message you, but I'm pretty sure I know what you mean. It was an 85, 86 stitch issue from memory, yeah? Somebody else messaged me the same sort of question. I can't for the life of me remember what I told them. So I'm going to have to write that down. I might have to leave a little notification within the actual video, within the description box, because it can come across as making the extra stitch or not making the extra stitch. I can't remember if it was 86. I think, is this making sense to you? Is it 86 or 58? I can't remember. That's why don't quote me on it on the live. I can't remember the question. I had given links for yarn as a possibility for 2 projects. Well, I don't remember what you said. I think one of them was that if that was all the yarn you have, it wasn't going to be enough. I think that was one of my answers. You're lucky I can remember some of this because I get a lot of messages and I respond to a lot of people and I don't know what I tell them after a week. We are not all sweet. You will learn this one. Posh, there's a couple of naughty people on. We're not mentioning any names, are we, Franca? We're not mentioning any names. No, we are not. Look, I say that we are very lucky, Posh, to have a very good group here on Wild Crochet Designs. Sometimes we get those nasty people on. We try to block them and get rid of them. They come back. And then we block them again. And then they come back. And then we block them again. And this is like a circle. It just goes round and round and round. And eventually they just stop bothering us. Because they know that we don't care. We don't care about them. The naughty people, we don't care about them. We have no time for them. We're too busy talking crochet here. On our channel, we are everything crochet, everything crochet. Sometimes we're yarn related. I don't usually give yarn reviews. It's not a thing I do. I have a problem with yarn reviews only because I think not everyone has the same taste as the next person. So what I say about a yarn, you might think, oh my gosh, what's she talking about? I love that yarn. Or if I love it, they're going to say, ew, why does she like that yarn? So I'm thinking not everyone has the same taste of yarn. That's about the only thing I don't do. I don't do yarn reviews. No, Mary, we won't mention any names, crochet and food. That's right. This food is related as well. But you've been missing for a lot, Franca. You don't know. Yours truly is on a program, or you might know this. I've been on a program, a health program. I'm paying the program. That's how much I was really into it. And in fact, I want to do something different on the channel and show you guys one of my recipes that I use. I don't know how healthy it is. Don't you love it? But I love it. Now, I've never been a grand lover of different kinds of foods. Like I'm very simple. I like the basic stuff, but I love the typical meatballs with all the gear in it, you know, your parsleys and your cheeses and your onions and whatever else you put in there, garlic, whatever. And I love it fried, usually deep fried, lots of oil, right? And then when I went on this program, they said, right, you can replace that with turkey meatballs air fried. And you don't have to have all the rubbish in it. You can still add your salts and some herbs, especially herbs, because that gives it flavor. But I made turkey meatballs my own way. I did my own version of it. It's very messy, right? It's extremely messy. But I did my own version of it, and I pop it in the air fryer, and the family have been eating them. They don't like them as much as the real meatballs, but they're eating them because I'm making them. So they're eating what I make. Otherwise, they're cooking. It's as simple as that. So I might do a tutorial on it. And I didn't get this particular recipe from anyone. It's one that I just made up out of my head. I know the average ingredients that you put in meatballs and things like that. So I thought, what can happen? What can happen? And nothing. It worked perfectly. Sometimes they're a little bit dry, but it doesn't matter. It tastes nice. Anyway, I've lost all the chat. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? What have I missed? I've missed a lot. Oh my gosh, I missed a lot. We are not all sweet. Yes, that's what's. Oh, we got to that one. I'm with you, Franca, says Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. I didn't see you come in, darling. Hello. No, Mary won't mention any names, crochet and food. We love it, don't we? Sometimes food. We do. Mary, Franca is trying to get me into trouble again. Says middle. Don't listen to her, Middle. Don't listen to her. Very naughty. She's come on and she's back in action already, isn't she, Middle? Oh, Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Can't stay long. Just jumped on to keep your numbers up. That's very nice of you. Thanks, Margaret. Have to go to a housewarming. Oh, I love them. In Werribee. Oh, that's not far, actually. Love the colour of your vest. This is from the lovely Roz from Passion Flower. In actual fact, Margaret, you know Roz from Passion Flower. Because we know her. We know her from the industry. Yes, we know. Lovely Roz. That's her yarn. Isn't it nice? I love it so much. I'm really enjoying wearing it too. It's so comfortable. Franca says you're going on a 5'2" diet. I like that one. Carmen, did I say hello? I think I did say hello earlier. I would love to see that, Fluffy. I'm going to do it. I was thinking about it the other day. I was cleaning the air fryer and I thought, you know what? I should do this. I wasn't even thinking about the turkey meatballs. I was cleaning the air fryer. I should do a tutorial on this. They would love this just for fun. And it's a little healthier than making the big, fat, juicy, yummy meatballs with the mincemeat, which I love so much. I don't talk about that. But the turkey ones, they're quick, they're easy, quick and easy. It's very messy. You do know Ross. She's lovely, isn't she, Margaret? Yeah, she was at the Coburg Town Hall when they had the convention last week. Not the convention, they had the yarn thing that happens once a year. I don't know if you saw her there. I saw her there. I didn't get a chance to purchase anything, but when I need something, I go to Roz anyway. So there you go. I'm still here, just multitasking, cooking. It's 9 o'clock where you are. Okay. It is here right now. It's 10 to 11 in the morning. In the morning. I need to figure out how to get the smell out of my air fryer. You can't. I literally wipe my air fryer down. I wait for it to cool down a little bit. Then I wipe it down with, paper towels. I wet them, which you probably shouldn't. And I wipe down the inside with it and then dry it, all with a paper towel and hope for the best. You love turkey meat. Okay, it's turkey mince. I don't know. I just find it in the supermarket pack, but you can probably get it in like the kilo's worth. I just get 500 grams in those little packs. They buy them. You just buy them off the shelf. You use turkey more than beef at my house. Is that right, Carmen? I actually love my beef. I should tell you how I used to make them. I used to have beautiful meatballs. I used to put onion, garlic. No, and onion sometimes, depends. What was the other thing I put in? I put in, to make the actual meatball, I make it with the onion, garlic, or whatever it is, herb that I'm using on that day. And then I let them sit there. Then I dip them in the egg. Then I dip them in breadcrumbs. But in the breadcrumbs, once I make the meatballs, I used to put cheese in them as well. It was so fattening. Then I'd put them in the egg that was egg with salt, pepper, and a little bit of parmesan in the egg. And then I would put them in the breadcrumbs, right? Sometimes homemade. I used to make my own breadcrumbs. I'll talk about that one day. And then I'd put them straight in that much oil. So they'd sit inside this oil. And then I'd fry them. And if I was going to pop them in the sauce, I would pop them in the last 20 minutes worth of sauce that's cooking. So I'd marry them up at the time. So there was 20 minutes left and I'd chuck them straight in there as I'm frying them. And let that cook for 20 minutes. I love my meatballs. I want your recipe, please. For which one? For the turkey mince? Yeah, I'll do a tutorial for fun. It's very messy the way I do it. I'm telling you now, be prepared. And if you want to use gloves, you can. I don't use gloves. And everybody say, every time someone sees me do it, they say, are you sure it's going to work? It's like a sloppy mess. I said, trust me, it works, but you've got to keep them separate. Now, I actually have to cook them in batches. 500 grams, I make 9 in there because the air fryer is not that big and you want to keep them separate, right? So I cook them in 9 at a time, take it out and then cook the last 9 in afterwards. But it doesn't take long to cook, so your turkey mince is not lying around or laying around for too long. And if you want to pop it in the fridge while you're waiting for it to cook, you can. But it only takes 14 minutes. 7 minutes one side, 7 minutes the other. And sometimes on the second batch, I only do 13 minutes because the oven is still hot. But I've been going back to 14 minutes because I don't want anything to be raw. Nothing's raw. It's always cooked. I love it. I never thought I would, but I love it. The thing is, I don't have measurements. I say, just put that in there, put that there, and put that there and hope for the best. That's how I cook. I always say to people when they see me cook, you must cook everything with precision and hope for the best. I'm so bad at cooking. It's not even half funny. Just chuck it all in and see what happens. I love it. Yvonne, yeah, she was being her usual cheeky self, trying to get me in trouble. Oh, well, she's very naughty, our Franca. I love it. I love it. I don't like turkey, but I love ham and chicken. Oh, okay. I've never eaten turkey mince. Never. Since the only reason I started it was because of the diet. I have never eaten turkey mince. It's up there. Interesting, yeah. I don't like turkey, but I love it. Yes, with that. For the meatballs, Carmen, it's coming. I'm going to do a tutorial just for fun. But I don't know if the measurements will be correct. Half lemon in air fryer after cleaning it. Half lemon fragrance do its thing. I know bicarb soda clears off odor in the fridge. If you put a little bowl of bicarb soda in your fridge, just sitting there, you don't put water or anything, just leave it sitting there. It's supposed to clear off odors in your fridge. So maybe it'll work after you've finished cooking. Pop a little bowl, just sit it in there. I don't know. I don't want to take a risk with doing anything odd. Don't cook or anything. Just pop it in there. Water time, and maybe that'll work. It works in the fridge. I haven't used it. People say it does. Cheers. She just listens to everybody and believes everything. Thanks, Green. Might have to try that lemon thing. Yeah, well, good luck if it works. Let me know because I'd like to see how that works. I literally just wipe mine down now with the wet paper towel and then dry it because I'm not going to use it for that until the next time anyway. So it kind of dries itself up anyway. Elisa Maria, hello, good morning. Oh, how many rows have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4. She got so sidetracked. I'm on my 4th round, not row. You know, when I'm recording a project that goes in rounds, the next day, not even sometimes the same day, I'm working on another project that goes in rows. So I say rounds for the rows and then rows for the rounds, and I have to re-edit it and cut things up and change it because I forget to say round instead of row and row instead of round. Oh my gosh, I should just from now on stick to one project at a time. I keep saying that, but I never do. Everybody starts talking about certain projects and I think, oh, I want one. And then because I want one, I'm doing it for the channel. I did want a hexagon cardigan and we're doing the hexagon cardigan just for fun. But to be fair, it's not my favorite cardigan to make. I prefer, if you're going to make a cardigan, oops, I got the hiccups. Give me a second. That's not hiccups. It's from talking too much. Talking too much too fast. +1 says Fluffy. +1. I love it. She loves it. She remembers my +1. I forgot what I was talking about. Can anyone tell me? Talk about brain freeze. Brain freeze. Oh yeah, hexagon cardigan. 1, 2, 3. Always have to count that first row. Just that first stitch, not the row. Yeah, I'm not keen on hexagon cardigans. I don't think they sit the way I like them to sit. That's just me. But I did want to make one because I made something similar in the past. Very similar, not the same. And I thought, let's try it for a normal granny stitch one. But again, I'll probably wear it because I'm making it to suit my size. But it's not I'm not a grand lover of it. I might go back to the old-fashioned way of making cardigans and things. Mary's drinking special water again. Oh, fluffs. I mean, middle. Could you imagine first thing in the morning, special water? I'd be in a lot of trouble by the end of the day. It wouldn't even make lunchtime. I'd be asleep by 11:30 if I had special water. I'm no good with drinking. If I have one drink, it's okay. More than one, and I'm out like a light. No more drink for me. And funnily enough, when I was younger, it was a little different. And it's just funny how age, I don't know, does things to your body. Not that I'm getting old because I'm 29, yeah. But it's funny how it does things to your body. Fire water, says Sherry. I love that. Well, that's funny, Sherry. Get in the corner. Middle, get in the corner with Sherry. Both of you young ladies, get in the corner. Oh, Middle, you're in the corner. Middle's in the corner. She's in it. She's done it. Sherry's going in the corner for sure. All right. So she's so naughty. As of next weekend, even though it was supposed to be this weekend, as of next weekend, I'm going to start the Christmas patterns. So I haven't chosen a pattern yet. You've given me so many things to make. Oh my gosh, I don't know where to start from. But again, obviously I couldn't make all of them, but I will choose from your list of items given to me. Your list, not mine. I didn't make this list. You guys made this list. I've written it all down. I will choose from your list. And the very first item will be up on the website within probably about 2 weeks. If it's a small project, I might do the smallest thing just to get something up on the website so you guys can see. And then after that, we can work on something bigger. Yeah, we'll see. You've got a lot of stuff here. Oh my gosh, so many. This is hilarious. You should see all these items. All right, so let's go back. I've missed all the chat. Don't you love it? I have missed a lot of chat. Yep, I could drink a lot more years ago. It's funny, isn't it, Sherry? Okay, I'm queen of the corner when Kiki isn't here anyway. Yes, that's right, Middle. I'm already there with Branka, Eve on you, and you live in that corner, honey. Party time in the corner. Christmas. I know we get in early, Sherry. What I did was I did the list of Christmas items so that I can design the patterns, pop them up on my website, and the ones that all of it will go on the YouTube on the channel here if we get them done in time. But I'm going to pop every item that we pop on the channel that's going on the website first, giving you guys the opportunity if you want to purchase it before we put it up on the website, you can, which is great, yeah. I think I accidentally started a bucket hat craze in my church group. Elisa Marie, we're doing a bucket hat on the channel one day. We're supposed to have done one this year, so it's coming. Just not now because we've got too much on our plate. Crochet with Lulu. Hi, how are you, hon? That's a great idea. I need to start my fall patterns. Yes, we're definitely doing a bucket hat. Keep that in mind, guys. I really need to figure out my Christmas gifts already. Yes, you've got to start early because they take a while to create. If you're making your Christmas gifts, if you're just purchasing them, you just buy them at your own casual time. But when you're creating them, they take a long time to make, yeah. It's definitely good to start early. Well, actually, it's not. We're not starting early. I'm just getting the patterns ready for the channel when we do start creating. But we decided this year, usually every year I do a lot of Halloween projects, and I do a big Halloween, well, it's not really, but I do a Halloween funny video. But this year I've decided not to do that. We're going to still do a couple of Halloween projects, a couple of small ones, right? Oh, there's one, it's small. It looks big, but it's small. So we are doing a couple of Halloween projects this year. Very, very minor, nothing fancy. And the funny video will be very small. Whereas we're putting more effort into Christmas this year, as decided by the subscribers. What? Although I did tell them I want to do that, and they're happy to do it, which is why we got such a big outburst of crochet items that we're going to make on the channel. But we can't make them all, guys. So if yours doesn't get made, don't feel like I haven't chosen it. I can only choose what I can, what we can create, yeah? All right, so everyone's saying hello, lovely, lovely. Hello, Carmen. Yes, we're saying hello. Good. My brother gets purchased. My mum and niece get them made. Okay, that's good. Love your vest, Mary. Thanks, Crochet with Lulu. It's on the channel so far. Just avoid parts 1 to 3 until Monday while I correct a couple of errors. I think it's one error, but because it's like dominoes, when you're working with designs and you've designed a number, like say 150 centimeters, let's say, if you say 153 instead of 150, the next part of the design will be off. The next part will be off. It's like a dominoes effect. So parts 1, 2, and 3 will be affected by, I think it's 2 extra larges size, but don't quote me on it. I think it was my size that I messed up with. So I will be fixing that by Monday, and also uploading the final part of the tutorial on Friday, on Monday as well. Get Friday on the brain. So yeah, keep that in mind, that the pattern, you'll be able to see it properly in full. I'll do turns. I might even do somersaults. No, I won't. I'm too old for that. But I'll do turns, and I'll do some silly stuff as I do every time I want to show off an item, and you'll get to see it in full in the tutorial. It's hard to see here. You can see it, like I can get up and show you, but it's really hard to see. Look at the buttons, because I couldn't find the other buttons. Yeah, I did eventually find them. Are they here? I found them and showed you a couple of weeks ago. They might be here. But anyway, there's the buttons I use. I use the heart buttons. To be fair, they're growing on me. I'm starting to like them. But I did want to use those other buttons. Do I have them here? I showed you last time. I found them, I said, but I don't think they're in here. I think I put them away because I thought, oh, are they here? They might be here. They're here. This was a button I was supposed to put on the vest. Now, come to think of it, I think I like the brown ones better. There's the button. I'll give you a close-up of the button. See, it's got like the different shades of the vest. The lighter shades, the darker shades. I think my camera work doesn't do it justice. But that was the button I was supposed to put on. Now, those buttons there went missing, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the flooring stuff. And I put this on, and you see it in part 6 that I just uploaded, that I said, sorry about the tails, guys, because I'm going to take these buttons off and put the buttons that I find on. So I kept saying that. I didn't find them. I wore the vest for about 3 weeks or something, and then I found them. So I'm not going to take them off. They're starting to grow on me, and I'm going to keep these buttons for another vest or a cardigan, in the assumption that I will make similar colours, because I do use the oranges during autumn a lot. And we are now in winter, so I'll probably use orange in winter just for fun. Don't you love it? Just for fun. Okay. I've lost some chat. Don't you love it? I crochet one as a birthday gift now. It's I want one too chorus. I know, don't you love it? Everybody wants something. Everybody wants it. They want, but they don't give it a time. How can you keep up? I can't keep up. Very nice vest. Thank you. Yeah, yes, I said that. It's beautiful, Mary. Love it. Thanks, Lulu. The brown ones look better. I know, Elisa Marie, now that I look at them, and they are love heart buttons too, so they're cute. Like, you know, the brown one looks nice. Everyone likes them. Both good, says Fluffy. I do need to redo the back of the vest, Mary. Oh, really? Why? We'll talk again. I like the brown buttons. Yes, thank you, Yvonne. That's a good idea. So why? Can you send me a message about that? Middle, send me a message, darling. When you see the vest on me, it doesn't go past your hips because I know you don't like them long because it's in your way. I get that. So it doesn't go past the hips, this one. I do give you in the parts 1, 2, and 3 to do, and I do say it in 4 and 5 as well, to do the extra 18 stitches if you want it down to your hips. Otherwise, it's up to the waist. It just passes the waist length. So it does. That's something that's a size that you would like. So send me a message to tell me why you're starting again. Be interested to know. I would be very interested to know. Or if you want to say it live, you can too. I don't mind that. I do prefer them privately so I can talk about how to fix the problem if there is. No, that was a question because I heard you say that you had to fix errors in parts 1 to 3. I don't think it affects your size, Middle, from memory of what you told me your size is. But I will look. The information will be up on Monday. It has to be because once I get the final part of this up and running, nobody can go any further until that information goes up. Don't you love it? They can. I think it's only affects one size, which I don't think it's your size, Middle. From what you've told me your size is, I don't think it's your size, but I will let you know on Monday because I have written it all down and all I have to do now is type it all up and pop it up in the, it does seem like a lot. It is a lot, but it's not. It's a dominoes a lot where it's affected every round for that size. Okay. But I will tell you about the errors. You will see them on Monday. They will be uploaded. I don't know what part Monday. It'll be on the description box of the video. It will also be on our community board post, and it will also be on our Facebook and Instagram post telling you, please check parts 1, 2, 3, whatever it is that the error is in description box to adjust your sizes. So I don't just tell you on the live, assuming you're the only ones doing the vest, yeah? I literally write it everywhere because I want to make sure that everyone knows about it. That way it can be adjusted. We might do a similar sort of vest in the future with the open V. Maybe not with buttons, maybe just an open V vest. And you'll see it'll be a lot different. You know, it'll be very different actually, because I don't like working this way. I like it for this. It does look nice. Don't get me wrong. I've got an itch here now. What have I touched? Oh, those buttons must have had some dust in it. But I don't like working this way with clothing. I like working that way. That's just me. It doesn't mean it's better. I just don't like the look of this way. It does look nice. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just, I just don't like it in general. I don't even know why I don't like it. It's one of those things where you think, I just don't like it. There's no reason. I just don't like it. So I prefer to go this way, backward and forward this way with my vests, yeah. The other reason I do prefer to go this way is if you are creating for yourself to fit your own measurement, which is what I do a lot, I can control how far over I go. But when you're going this way, you can't really control how it lands, which is probably better to go this way. But my brain doesn't work that way. It works this way. Don't you love it? She's said in a way, it's really. Okay, like the brown buttons. Thank you, everyone saying that. Yes, good idea. Thank you very much, Posh. No, that was a question because I heard you say, okay, well, let me go ahead and do it on Monday. If it affects you, you can go ahead and fix it. You don't need to take yours undone. I'm sure of it. I'm sure yours is okay. A median, and I already cut the yarn at the end of the back. No, you're okay. You're okay, honey. All good. You're all good. All right. So there you go. It sounded like a drama, didn't it? That this vest has been a drama. Oh, water time, says Green. Thanks, Green. Oh, Corrine. Hi, Corrine. I didn't even see you come on there, darling. Hi. All right. So the vest, I like to call this vest a troublemaker because it's given me grief from day one. Don't you love it? Only because of the flooring I had to do in this room. And it wasn't just this room, it was in 3 rooms of the house. So all 3 rooms, all the bedrooms they were, had to be vacated for that weekend, right? So everybody was in helping, and it was just a simple, you know what it's like when one person helps you, you can deal with that. When you've got too many hands, as they all say, too many hands spoil the broth. Too many hands, 1, 2, 3. When too many hands are working, it can get a little messy, and things end up lost, missing, moved into the wrong. We found everything, but it was just that everybody was in such a hurry to get things out that they rushed and just threw things everywhere, and I ended up messing up. It's stormy at your house, is it, Carmen? Oh, stay indoors if you can. I try to stay indoors. I don't like winter very much. I stay indoors. I hibernate. I must be a bear. Does bear hibernate in winter? No, they come out in winter, do they? Can't remember. But I hibernate in winter. I don't go anywheres. I try not to go anywhere, but I do know that the Australian Sheep and Wool Show is coming up on. I was supposed to have that information ready for you this week, wasn't I? I believe it's July the 19th. Any Melburnians here can confirm that it starts on, it's a Friday, July, whatever that lands on, July the 19th, the 17th or 19th. I think it's 19th. That's the day it starts. It goes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can stay all 3 days, or 2, or 1. You can do whatever you like, whatever you pay for, to get in. It's whatever you do. I will be paying to get into all 3 days because I want to do all 3 days. But some of the Sunday, I probably won't do the whole day. I'll only do some of it because I have other plans in the afternoon and late afternoon. So I won't be able to do the whole day Sunday. But literally the whole weekend is booked by the sheep show. Last year I was stooged a little bit because, stooged, don't you like it? I did 1 day and I didn't get the time to do all the things I needed to do. This year I'm doing the whole weekend. Very, very excited about that. Very, very excited. What have I missed for chat? Bears hibernate. That's me then. What's some of your most favorable projects you have made? Ooh, tricky, fluffy, tricky. And it's funny because some of the favorable ones are really basic stitches, like the granny, but not a square. It was the, oh my gosh, there was a couple. Obviously, the Pretty as a Peacock blanket is right up there with my favorites. Oh gosh, I don't know. This is so hard to choose. I have a lot of projects on the channel that are my favorite. I do like, and I've noticed this lately, I prefer wearables. Whereas when I first started on YouTube, I preferred blankets. But we're not veering away from blankets. We're still doing blankets, guys. Keep that in mind this year. There's going to be another blanket coming. What? Maybe 2. She can't keep her mouth shut. But we have already done one so far, the mystery blanket. Oh, gosh. Kaleidoscope. That was one of my favorites. Oh, and believe it or not, get this. That Tea Cosy right there. Oh, this one over here. Oh, you can't see it. It's the one where all the red's hanging off. That was my favorite thing to create on the channel. It sounds weird, doesn't it? The basic stuff was one of my favorite things to create. I think it's not that it's my favorite thing. I think that it's the old-fashionedness of it all. Is that a word? Old-fashionedness of it all just came back into my head. I do like the granny square blanket that we made, and you know that when you go to my main page, first thing you see is that granny square blanket. I might change that. Might change it into something else. But first thing you see is that granny square blanket on my main page where you go to my profile page, that kind of thing. And it shows you, the first thing you see is that. But I do like a lot of stuff. And funnily enough, I really disliked granny squares growing up. It was one of those things where granny squares, they just did nothing for me growing up. But now I'm loving them. It's really weird. Granny stash down, I'm still doing his least favorite. Need to find another way to do a stash down. Yeah, the Harry Styles sweater. Oh, you mean the It's not really my favorite. I like to wear it, the stash busting one, where it's, patchwork sweater, if you meant that. That's not Harry Styles. Harry Styles had, his one was cardigan. It was like a jacket thing, Harry Styles jacket. We did just a sweater. I didn't do it the Harry Styles way. We did our own. Granny, well, not granny square. What am I saying? Stash busting. Oh, stash busting. My brain. It's not working well. Patchwork. Get it right, Mary. Patchwork sweater. Okay, I couldn't get it out. Yeah, the patchwork was nice. The patchwork was lovely. Not one of my favorite sweaters to wear. It's very interesting. The one that I did like, which I actually didn't do on the channel, I still need to put that pattern up on the website as well, is the Sunshine Bright cardigan. That's the one I like. Not everyone knows it because I didn't do it as a tutorial on the channel. Some of you may know it, where each section of the cardigan itself, or the jacket, or whatever you want to call it a cardigan, had a different color. So you had purple for the ribbing, you had yellow for one side, red for the other. I can't remember what it was now. I'm trying to remember it. Purple and grey at the back. I really can't remember what I did. But I did put it in one of my video vlogs, and I have worn it once or twice. I haven't worn it for a while, actually. So, patchwork, but in one big patch. A big patch of yellow, and a big patch of red, and a big patch of this, and a big patch of that. Big patch one sleeve, big patch of the other, in colours, yeah? And not in multicolours. Just each section had their own colour. That was my favourite, but that's not been a tutorial on the channel, so that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Look on the channel. If I had to choose, I would say there'd be at least 300 or 400 different favorites. I've got over 1,000 videos, 1,100 I think it is, on the channel. Some of them are video vlogs, so bear that in mind. Video vlogs happened more recently rather than earlier in the year. Try that again. Earlier in the channel. The first 4 years were practically always tutorials. You did have the odd video vlog, right? But it's mainly all tutorials, not video vlogs that you see on the channel. And there's probably 800 tutorials, maybe 700. I can't remember, to be honest with you. I need to do a count on that now that I think about it. The rest are all either video vlogs. There's lives in the background. I don't know what to do with those, whether to delete those. I don't know what to do with them all. There's way too many. I do 2 a week now. I mean, I could keep the last year or something, but I just think it's filling up the platform with my lives, something like that. You really like, okay, where am I up to? Yes, you really like granny stitches. That's okay, Posh. We're doing a granny square scarf anyway. Yes, I love that one. Did you like that one too, Corrine? Look, there was a lot of things that I've made that to answer your question. Fluffy, I think it was Fluffy who asked that question. I don't know. You've got me thinking I should do a tutorial on what my favorite thing on the channel is so far of the last 7 years. I don't know. I can't tell you. Not a tutorial, but a video vlog just explaining what my favorite thing of the last 7 years was to make. What my fun thing was to make for the channel was the patchwork sweater. That was a lot of fun, playing with color. I love that. I don't know. I like the little purses, little clasp purses. I love them. Oh my gosh, there's so many tissue box covers. Love those. Love those. They're 2 different sizes. That one and the small one. Oh my gosh, I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard. I love the I do like one of the table runners with the double-sided, like the square. Oh, right here. The square, one color this side and one color that side. Okay, I like that. It was a candy cane table runner. If you haven't made that one, you must make that one for Christmas. You must. I need to put the pattern up on the website, really, for that, because it's such a cute looking piece. Oh, I'm so itchy now. Lots of dust. See the eyes go as well. Everything goes. I just realized I need to also think about making crochet item for my boyfriend for his birthday and Christmas. His birthday is December the 1st, then Christmas. You can make some really nice things for men. That's another thing. I made a beautiful beanie for a man on the channel, and it was one of my favorite beanies to make. I believe I used, what stitch did I use? I can't remember the stitch, but it was one of my favorite beanies to make. And Green says water time. Cheers. I'm nearly finished, so I'm going to finish this. Cheers again. There we go. Adds water. Cup number 1 done. Cup number 2. 2 during the live, not outside the live. Yeah, I drink a bit more outside the live as well. Although on Saturday mornings, I don't drink enough water. On Saturday, I'm too busy running around doing housework. Don't you love it? Ew. He comes home a month before Christmas. Oh, that's great. You'll get to see him. That's fantastic. Fantastic. You'll get to see him. It's very nice. Especially when such a long time. We may not see you for Christmas. You might be too busy having fun, hanging around, cooking meals, laughing, watching movies together. Oh, it's all so much fun. Listen to me. Oh, it's all so much fun. All right. So moving right along, what are we on? 1 hour and 21 minutes. Oh my gosh. And I can't get the slip stitch to work. I've done my stitch too tight. Don't you love it? There we go. There we go. How many rounds have I done? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on my 7th round. Goes to show that 8 rounds will be enough. 1, 2, 3. And then you'll do your 2 rounds of the border for the actual scarf. Now, where's the blue? Here's the blue. That's the 8 rounds. Okay, we're down, I think it's 8 rounds. I better check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's the 8 rounds of the square. Then we'll have 2 rounds of the border. Haven't decided what border we're going to do yet. Haven't decided. And we'll do a certain amount of squares around, which I haven't decided how many yet because I haven't done my math. So once I do the math, we can work on it. And this Thursday, I'm looking at my calendar here. This Thursday will be part 1 of that granny square scarf. If I have all my squares done by Thursday, which I know I won't, she already knows, you'll only get part 1 Thursday, but the bonus will be that you can get part 2 of that pattern the next week, the earlier of the next week, because all the squares will be done by then. I'll need to be able to make at least 4 squares before doing part 2 to show you how to do the join, or maybe even 2. You really only need 2. Yeah, you really only need 2 squares to show you how to do the join. Is once you know, you know. It's not that simple. Let's try that again. It's not that difficult. Not that simple. It's not that difficult. She's talking back to front, upside down, inside out. No, not inside out, but upside down. So let's talk about that again real quickly. Monday, the vest, the final one of this, and all the corrections. Very exciting. Tuesday, definitely the Hexi cardigan, which is recorded mostly. There's the last ending bit that's not. The ending bit is just me saying, all right, what you need to do now is, that's the part that's not recorded, yeah? And that doesn't take long. Just it's a matter of me doing the calculations, yeah? It's all about the calculations, the math of it all. Don't you love it? And Thursday will be the Granny Square Part 1, Granny Square Scarf, will be our first stash busting project. No, I'm sorry, our first large stash busting project, because we've been doing little ones like this. So we've been clearing off our little stash, but this is one of our bigger ones. And Friday will be part 5 of the jacket. I'm sorry. Yes, it is a jacket. Excuse me. The jacket. All right. So keep that in mind. I'm getting confused with the Hexi cardigan now. Don't you love it? All right. He's not liking the heat right now. Oh, poor fella. I love Christmas. Me too, Corinne. I can't wait. Can't wait. I like it now. Used to love it, but with my dad gone, it's tough. Yeah, it gets a bit harder when a family member passes. Yep. Yes, I'm sure it must be tough. I'm glad it's better now. Oh, look, it takes a long time to adjust when someone's not around. Um, we did the same when, ours parted. Can you show at some point a gingham blanket? Have I not done one? Thought I had. Now keep that in mind, actually. Let me write that down. Thank you, Franca. I was pretty sure I did it. Maybe not. Of course it won't be now. Like, we've got way too much on our plate. In fact, I'm trying to make sure everything fits in by the end of the year. She's so unorganized. No, after we finish the scarf and the hexagon cardigan, we will be back on track. In fact, the hexagon cardigan was on our list to do this year. So we're not really off track with that. So it was on our list to do. It was on our list to do in February, but we won't talk about that. What took a lot of time was our mystery blanket. There was a lot of sitting and just making rows after rows, or I should say rounds after rounds. She's messed it up already, guys. So blankets do tend to take a long time to do. So when we're doing blankets, I have to work around creating very small projects because I can't do a blanket when trying to do a vest and a jacket and everything else. So that gingham blanket won't come till late, especially since it wasn't on the list. I'm pretty sure I did something. Maybe I did something similar, but not the same. And not a blanket. I might have done just a patch thing. I'm pretty sure I've done something similar. I could be wrong. No, maybe I'm wrong. Don't you hate it when I'm wrong? Well, I hate it when I'm wrong. You guys say, ha ha, she's wrong. But me, I hate it. I don't like being wrong. It's a terrible feeling. I understand that has lost, I know you have. I know that's been very sad for you, Franca. How's your mum going? I hope she's going all right. How's she feeling? It's a silly question to ask, isn't it, really, if you think about it? PM me if you want. You don't have to do it live. What am I asking you for live? That's terrible. All right, so that's pretty much what's going to happen this week. Keep that in mind. And keep in mind that the Christmas projects are going to be not recorded. They're not going to be recorded. They're going to be written over the next few months. And then they'll come out very soon, maybe before a few months. Some of them will come out early because they'll be done early. And I'll pop them up on the website. But whenever they go up, I will let you know. And we can also do a little like surprise with them as well. Like this was the deal. Once it goes up on my website, we do a little surprise. One person gets to win the written pattern for free before it comes out on the channel. Don't you love it? Everybody else, if you want to pay for it, you can. Otherwise, just wait for the tutorial. It'll come. Not everything on the website is a tutorial on the channel. So, bear that in mind, guys. If you like something on the website, know that it may not ever be a tutorial on the channel. You would have to purchase that pattern as a pattern itself. So bear that in mind. And our subscriber of the years over the past 4 years will get every pattern I put up from now on until July of next year for free. What? That's every pattern, any pattern they see that goes up on the website, which I will always promote and let you know about, so you know when it goes up. They will get a chance to purchase. They'll get a chance to get theirs for free. And the subscribers of the years, I say the years because it's ever since I've started on YouTube, because I haven't put my written patterns up, and I promised them the written pattern. And I said from July of this year to July of next year, or actually beginning of this year to July of next year, I'm going to leave it open for them to have free patterns from all of my written patterns, which are paid patterns. So if you win subscriber of the year, that happens around Christmas of every year. I'm lying. It happens New Year's Eve every year. I finalize the year with it. It's the last thing I say at the end of each year. I was going to say 2024, but at the end of each year, it's the last thing I say on the channel. And the winner of our surprise subscriber of the year is, and I give the name out, and they win the whole pack, which is huge. Massive, sometimes so big that I have to send it either in a really big box or 2 small boxes. Not even 2 small boxes, 2 big boxes. That's how I have to send it, right? Unless they're in Australia or they're even in Australia, I can't. I have to send them via boxes, unless they're local, which doesn't happen very often, which upsets me because the pricing of shipping is astronomical, costs more than the items most of the times when you've got a big box like that. What did I miss? I did the peacock blanket, but I used different colors. Yes, Corrine, I love the peacock blanket. What colors did you use? Yes. She's feeling a lot of quilt. Yeah, I got what you mean, not quilt. I will message you, Mary, but I am aware and don't want to upset you. Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. I don't mind a message. It's okay. I love it. I did it in cotton and I use it as a tablecloth. A lot of people do that. Someone else told me the same thing. I had a private message from one of our followers who don't talk on the channel, who don't leave messages anywhere, but she sends me private messages all the time. She's an elderly lady, and she told me she uses hers as a tablecloth as well. Isn't that interesting? I wasn't sure what other combos to use. You could use anything. I used it, I called it the Pretty as a Peacock blanket. Well, I didn't name it. It was named by one of our subscribers during one of our surprises. Oh, I wonder if anybody remembers who it was. Ooh, who can tell me? Maybe Franca knows who it is. You know who she is, don't you, Franca? Fluffy, I will do the peacock blanket at some point. It's just the colours. You could use any colour you want. You don't have to use the peacock colours, but they were chosen by one of our subscribers during a surprise, and she got those colours. They were not cheap. She got those colours. I don't know whether she used them for the blanket. I'm pretty sure she did, but she got them as well. Brown, red, gold, orange, teal. I think that's it. That's the lovely Jodie, yes. Haven't seen her for a while. She's been on for a while. But she was the one who chose the colours for our Pretty as a Peacock blanket. What a choice. What a choice. Thank you, Corrine. Everybody's remembering now. She made such a good choice. And I love the choice that she chose. Jodie, thanks, Green. It's been a while since she's been on. She's here hiding in the background. She obviously has her life. We all do. I got what you meant. It's all right, Corinne. We got what you meant. Yeah, she chose some beautiful colours. I could find good colours. It's the weight of the yarn I couldn't find. You can't find, yes. Her niece had another baby. That's nice. So she'd be wanting more blankets. I know everybody wants blankets. I get it. Nothing wrong with that. I love a good blanket too. I use them. This one here I'm going to use, it's made of cotton. So I'm going to use it in the summer months over me while I'm sitting in the lounge watching a movie or something. Because summer's not always hot here in Melbourne. Everybody thinks it's hot in Melbourne. It's not. But it's not icy cold either. Well, some days it is. So I put the cotton blankets over me so I can keep mildly warm but not overheated with the wool. Yeah. Corinne, it sounds lovely. I know. Look, guys, we do have to make another blanket one day. I did have other ideas in mind, especially one, two, three. I think I'm on my last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, let's do the last round. I did have other ideas in mind. Some of them are simple ideas that you have seen on YouTube, maybe when you Google it, or on your Facebook groups that you're in. So some of them are similar. It's just the actual change. I change the design a little bit. I add the beautiful colors, but it's not a written pattern because it's not my own pattern. There are some patterns that I can't do as written. The only time I will use a written pattern, like a paid pattern, for me is if I give it a different border. That's my own border. Then I will do a paid pattern for something that's already out there. But if I was to do a granny square blanket, I would not, if it's just one square that goes round and round and round and round and round like that, I would not use that as a paid pattern because it's not my pattern to use, yeah? Only if I change the design, which I do, if I make my own design in a square, like the Pretty as a Peacock was made specifically for us here on the channel. Don't you love it? Huh? Don't you love it? Blanket was made specifically for us. That's my design. I have the written pattern somewhere. Never uploaded it, so I should get it up there and get it running. Karen was testing it for me. Not Karen's fault. I was really late in getting her the written pattern. Poor Jodie's still waiting for the free pattern. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks. Fluffy says I'm too what? What am I? I'm clever. Oh no, am I? Oh, thanks, Fluffs. And thank you, says Corrine, because someone said her colours were beautiful. There's that Skippy again, Fluffs. I don't know why I do that. I didn't realise I did that a lot until I heard you say that. And then I thought, I actually do that a lot. It doesn't mean anything. I just say it. I just do it. I'm still looking for a pattern testers for my stuff. I have to, but they are very busy. You need to pop notification up on Instagram. I don't know how many followers you have. I haven't actually checked your followers. I don't do that. I never check people's followers. I should, I never do. It's not a thing I care for. I just like what they do, and sometimes you see me like a post. You might see me like someone's post within the industry, and you say, "Oh, there she. What's she doing liking her post?" Because I follow people as well, like anybody else. But I never look at their followers and how many they have. It's just not my business. The bush kangaroo. I know, right, Fluffy? I keep doing it. You started doing it. Oh, did you, Fluffs? That's funny. Oh, you're going, are you green? We'll see you soon. Don't forget the scarf pattern. Yours and Anne McSee's colour combination is going up this Thursday. Keep it in mind. We'll see you soon, Green. Cheers to you, by the way. Cheers. Yeah, cheers. All right. Skippy, the something kangaroo, the bush kangaroo, it's called. I saw a video that had tree roos. I think they are called, and they are really cute. No, you're thinking koalas? Or is it tree? I've never heard of a tree roo. Maybe you know more about it than us. Koalas live in trees, if that's what you mean. The koala everybody thinks is a bear. They call a bear. Water again. We'll do that water again. Green. Cheers. Oh, Franca. She just called Green a sweetie. That's nice. I'm going shopping at the mall for smart glasses, then to Joanne's. Smart glasses? What's a smart glass? Tell me about a smart glass before you go, Sherry. I forgot it was bush. Yeah, bush kangaroo. That's right. What's a smart glass, Sherry? Talk to me about that. Glasses. I don't get out much. I'm a little bit behind in the technology issue. She says that she uses all things technically to get her editing done. No, it's not really technical. It's a basic program. It's a real cheap and nasty program. It works. Did I say that out loud? I meant cheap. It doesn't work. It messes me up sometimes. And I rewatched a video the other day because I couldn't remember what I said, and I can't find the video on my computer. It's in the hard drive, and I don't want to look for it. So I rewatched it, and it said, check up on here, the screen. It's not there. I'm thinking, where's the numbers? Lucky I'd put it up earlier. They can just go back to the old numbers. But I'm thinking, what happened to it? I know I put them up. Green is such a beautiful person. Like you don't tell anyone. Oh, Franks. Oh, Frankie Franks. You're gorgeous, Franco. You're so cute. I saw something was a roo, but I can't remember what it was called. Might be the koala middle. You can use them instead of your phone. Is that right? Look, sunglasses, smart glasses. Is that what you mean? I know what you mean. Is it a sunglass? I don't know what it is. Kangaroos are cute, and Mary sometimes sounds like one. I know, right? I never knew I did that until you brought that up, Fluffy. I had to think about it. Wait a minute. I do that, don't I? Or as everybody's saying these days, I do that. I do that. You can't take me anywhere. I think I've been crocheting too long now because my brain is starting to get silly. You love koalas. They're so beautiful. All I do is sleep, though. They're linked to your phone and act like your phone, so you're hands-free for phone calls. But are they on your glasses? Like they're like sunglasses or something? Is that what they are? They're like... I'm curious now. Ray-Ban makes them... See, I don't get out very much, Sherry. That's hilarious. Oh, yeah, hands free. Oh my gosh. What will they think of next? I'll just have them stuck in our eyeballs one day. And then we just go, turn it on, turn it off. Could you imagine? Just a moment. I'm getting a phone call. Oh, yeah, that's great. Okay, bye. Someone's going to watch this and they're going to try and invent the eyeball one now. I should patent it. I don't care. They can do what they like. I wouldn't wear it. I wouldn't damage my eyes over it. The baby Joeys are really adorable. Yes, they are, until they grow up and start becoming punching bags. They go out there and punch people, kick people. The tails, you know how much damage the tails do to people's cars? They go up to the car and they whack the car and bang, massive dent. I don't know if they don't feel it. If a koala isn't a bear, what kind of animal is it? It's called a bear, but people call it a bear. It's not exactly a bear. That's what they said. It's not a koala bear. It's just a koala. Kangaroos are very dangerous. They're very dangerous. They're not sweet animals. Be prepared to know that. Unless you get them as the baby and you raise it yourself. And then they become friends with you, but they don't love you. You're not their first love. Marsupial, it's not exactly a bear. A koala babies, also called joeys. Oh, that's a question I didn't know, Middle. I don't know the answer to that. Koalas are marsupials, yes. There are tree kangaroos in far north Queensland, small and quite rare. Is that right, Anne? Thank you for that information. I don't get out much, Anne. I didn't even know about these bands that they're all talking about. Ray-Bans or bands or something. I've never heard of them. I really need to do something and get out. I don't get out enough. She needs a life. No more crochet for me. Could you imagine? If I couldn't crochet, oh my gosh, my life. If my hands play up and I can't crochet anymore, I'll learn to crochet with my feet. I'm telling you now, I'm not going to stop crocheting. Unless, of course, I lose my memory. What'd you say? Who? What am I doing? It can happen. Yeah, I don't know. Genetics tells me it could. Mary, those glasses have cameras built in. Are they going to do the ones in the eyeballs one day? Could you imagine? I really could imagine that, actually. Everybody twitching all over the place. It's bad enough these kids are like this now with the phones. No. The eyes will be like, it's not stuff. You should learn how, just in case. Oh, Fluffy, could you imagine? Karen says koala bears are joeys. Oh, are they? Babies are joeys. Okay, thanks for that. I didn't know that, Karen. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. Dr. Google it. Uncle Google it. Auntie Google it. Daddy Google it. Mummy Google it. I don't know what to call Google. I just call it everybody because it seems to be everybody. It seems to know everything. And I have never heard of a tree kangaroo. Need to look them up. I know, right, Franca? It'd be interesting. I'm here in Australia and I've never heard of them. But I don't, I'm not really, how to explain it? I like animals, but I'm sort of pretty basic. I'm a plain Jane in that area. I like the cats. I like the dogs. Cows are my favourite animal. And I don't mind looking at a horse, but I won't like to ride them because I've been bucked off one. I need to look that up too, Franca. Yeah, I know, right? I was bucked off not because of me, but because of the person that was on the horse with me. We were young, and he got scared and started kicking the horse, and the owner said, stop kicking the horse, and the kid kept doing it and doing it and doing it, and the horse threw us both off. Flying in the air. He had more damage. I ended up landing on top of him because I was in front, he was behind me. So when we went back, he fell back, I fell on him, and then the horse's hoof or shoe nearly hit us. I would have been hit in the face. I moved back and his hoof started kicking. He was bucking still. And then we just jumped up and I ran and he kind of crawled because he hurt his back during that fall, which he, I think, now suffers from back issues because of it. But there you go. Bucked off a horse when I was very young. Very, very young. I would have been 6, 7. I remember it. That's vivid memory. It was very scary. Don't say Google. Why not? Why am I not allowed to say Google, Franca? You love nature, do you, Franca? That's nice. That's nice. So why am I not allowed to say Google? Is there a reason why? That sounds awful, Mary. Oh, it was terrible. I landed on top of the poor kid, so I felt bad for him, but he would have done some real damage with his back. I didn't, we're not best of friends. I didn't know who. We were just sharing the ride. So yeah, very interesting. When they're kids, they just pop you all on together and scabs. Trying to get a cheap ride out of two kids. The horse rides in the old days, or pony rides as they called them. Ours was a horse. It was a big, juicy, very big horse. And we literally, that hoof was so close to me, and when we fell off, I was very sore, but not as bad as the kid because he landed on his back. He was all right. I found him walking around not long after, so it was fine. I love riding with my disability. I can't do it often. Okay, well, I can't ride for that memory. I like to pet the horse. If I see a horse, I'll pet it, but ride it, no, not anymore. My table and phone will start talking. My table and phone. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Oh, I always call him Uncle Google. I don't know why I say. Oh, sorry, I won't say it again. Oh, it was hell. We were in a car once. A friend of mine, she was driving to a particular place, and she put the destination on her phone. She didn't have Google. She had something else. And then she said, oh, was it me? One of us. No, it was her phone. But I said, oh, look at that. It's taking us the wrong way. And then she says, yeah. She goes, why is it taking us the wrong way? I don't trust this thing. And then it responded to her and said, get this. She's never heard this before. It was the first time. Why would I lie to you? And she went, and we both went, what's that? She goes, I don't know. I've never heard this before. And it responded to her, why would I lie to you? So she had some sort of feature on that understood the question. She said, look at it, it's taking us the wrong way. It's not doing the right thing. This is taking us. And then she started saying, this is ridiculous. And then the machine said, it talked back to her, why would I lie to you? And she went, what? We both went, what? We got a shock. And she'd never heard that before. First time. It wasn't Google Maps. It was, I think it was Google. I don't know what it was. It was something else. It was something else completely. So I don't know. Oh, look at this. I'm at the end of round 8. And if I played my cards right, it'll be the same size as the other one. Gee, I hope I did it right. I'm trying to slip stitch into my tight stitch. See, I don't use stitch markers when I'm not on the channel. I'm not going to cut it. I cut them later because I'm going to make sure everything's correct, just in case there's an error. I could find an error. It can happen. It might happen. Okay, so where's the blue? You bring that down here, and there you go. I might have done this really tight. Look at the blue. It's a tiny little bit bigger than the green. Oh, maybe no, it's just the way I'm holding it. So there you go. Oops. Also, when I crochet really tightly. The blue has been sitting there for a few days, not a few days, a week and a half. So it might look bigger, but it's not. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the green is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So every square will be 8 rounds, and you will have your border rounds in between for your scarf. And it'll go in sync for me. I want it in sync of each colour, one side, in sync of each colour, that side. So let's say the 2 greens will be there, the 2 blues will be there, the 2 whatevers. But this, you don't have to do it this way. This is just the way I like it. And at the back will be, I don't know what I'm going to do yet because I haven't decided how many squares I will need. So there you go. I have not decided how many squares I will need. So do keep that in mind. I think it's very late. Look at the time, nearly 2 hours. Oh my gosh, look how long this has gone for. I think it's time for us to head off. Hang on, what have I done? I've missed some chat first. Tablet, Siri. Okay, it's all scary. Yes, I know. Agreed. Yes, I don't know if we're going to be around long enough. Oh, that sounds terrible, isn't it? To deal with the outcome of what's happening with it all. That's all I want to say. I feel like I'm the odd one out on the whole thing. Oh, you like it, do you? You're young, middle. You're still young. Yeah, I think it's time to head off, guys. Fluffy, the things that it can do is dangerous. Now people are using it for news, etc. Started talking for no reason, scared the you know what out of me. Yeah, so it does happen. Does happen. All right. So, all right, guys, I'm going to be heading off. I did want to thank everyone for joining us today. Don't forget part 7, final part of this mess. Done and dusted on Monday. Trust me. It has to. It has to go. Has to. Tuesday, we are starting. No, we're not starting. We're doing part 2 of our Hexi cardigan. Thursday, we are doing part 5, I think, part 5 of the Granny Square jacket. Oh, let's try that again. Thursday, we're doing the Granny Square scarf. Come on, Mary, you can do the stash busting scarf. Friday, we are doing the final. No, we're not doing the final. We're doing part 5 of the jacket. Come on, Mary, let's do it. She's all over the place. I want to thank everyone for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the love, guys, because why not? That's why I say, why not? And also, don't forget, my name is Mary, and this is Wow Crochet Designs, and we will continue to bring tutorials out just for you. Ciao for now. Try to be good, yeah? Try to be good. Bye all.